Hello to you beautiful people. My name is Noa Lakshmi and I'm here to elevate humanity for a better world. Thank you so much for joining me. One by one, we are definitely doing it together. If you are a returning viewer to my channel, thank you so much for coming back. And if you are new to my videos and my channel, then welcome, and I'm so glad you are here. If you are interested, would like to know more about me and what I do in the world, the kind of work that I offer, please check out my website, noalakshmi.com, astrology, and so much more. Because I use astrology merely as a tool to help us navigate through this crazy, unexplainable experience that we call life. A human experience, and astrology can be really helpful to help us navigate through all the twists and turns. So check out my website, noalakshmi.com, and I would love to hear from you. So let's dive into what is happening. It's me and all the birds. The birds are singing, stoked about life. Right at the end of the day, it's like astrology, not astrology. Just be stoked about life. But let's go into the astrology of what's happening. And like you know, I've been talking about how packed the month of April is. There's so much going on. It's definitely, I would say, one of the most pivotal months of 2017. A lot of transformation, a lot of change, a lot of the seeds that we are planting right now, a lot of the decisions that we are making right now, a lot of the choices that we are making right now are very significant in a sense that all these seeds, all these decisions, all these choices, all these connections are gonna sprout by the fall and towards the end of this year. Actually, the summer as well. It's going to be a very powerful summer. It's just a powerful year. So what is happening right now is very significant, and all the internal changes, the inner changes that you are going through, whatever is happening in your own personal world, know that, take a note of that, and know that it's paving the path. It's paving a way to a new life, to a new way of living. It's going to manifest differently for each of us. It can be a completely new life path. It can be a completely new career, a completely new relationship, mindset, and we're going to see it on the global stage as well. It's not just on a personal level, but I like to keep things on a personal level, just so you can really speak to you and your heart. And I also believe that whatever we see on the global stage is merely a reflection of what's going on in the collective, and the collective that is built of individuals. Okay, so I like to keep it on the personal context. So a lot of changes just in the last few days. And we are heading towards the new moon that is going to take place on the 26th, really early in the morning Pacific time. Today is Friday in North America, the 21st of April. It is the 22nd of April, Saturday in Australia, where I am right now. So let's look at some of the things that occurred just in the last few days. And I wanted to make a video a couple days ago, but I'm writing a book right now, so that really occupies a lot of my time. So here we are. On the 19th of April, a couple of days ago, the sun went into the sign of Taurus, which by itself is a significant big change of energies. You know, going from Aries to Taurus is always like a wow, a complete shift. You know, Aries is a fire sign. It's moving, it's going, it's taking action, and Taurus is the bull. It's like, bleh. You know, like, just sit still. And it's just it's a much different energy. It's a lot slower. Not to say that things are not moving, but if you are at all sensitive and paying attention to how you're feeling and what's been going on in your life, you might have noticed that shift just in the last couple of days. And it's a good shift. It's really important for us to sit right now. And the fact that Mercury is still in retrograde is also a time of reflection and introspection. Very important, because so much has been brought up to the surface. And just in the last 3 weeks, the first 3 weeks of April, I mean, whoo, holy tamale, with all this fire as well. And Jupiter being in the sign of Libra, which is an air sign. So there's a lot of, in retrograde, a lot of fire, a lot of air. and we're still looking at quite a bit of water as well. So there's our emotions have been stirred up, and we have been in this process of making so many decisions when it comes to our personal lives. I know I've been talking about this a lot when it comes to your relationship. There's been a lot of that. Like, who are the people in my life? Who are the ones that I want to continue with? Who are the ones that I don't want to continue with? And a lot of that is on the surface. A lot of that is being in front of us. So we have been going through a lot, sifting and sorting, making decisions, making choices, and it hasn't been easy with this Venus being in retrograde until she went direct a week ago or a few days ago. But the fact that she was in retrograde for 40 days, squaring Saturn, not all the decisions that we have been making are easy or have been easy. There's been a lot of tough choices, choosing to move forward from a different place, and not necessarily to not choose from a place of pain and old grief or old wounds or old grudges, and to really let that go. So much of what has been happening right now is allowing us to let go of anger, let go of the pain, let go of whatever people that you're holding on to, relationships that you're holding on to. We've been looking a lot on just truth, what is truthful and what is not, making hard decisions, a lot of internal changes, like I said, new identities. Who are you? Who is this new you? With the sun, when the sun went into Taurus just a couple of days ago, and Mercury in its retrograde motion going back from Taurus back into Aries, we had a very powerful moment in time when the sun and Mercury met each other while Mercury is in retrograde. What that means and what that signifies is, Mercury is our mind, our intellect, our logical mind. What I'm seeing with that is really us having a chance, having an opportunity, having a moment to really understand. It's one thing to go through so much of those changes within you, moving through different emotions, different decisions, relationships, connections, whatnot, life path choices. And it's a different game to really understand, to let your mind catch up with this new identity. Yeah? There's your sun is your persona, your ego, the light, right? And there's a complete new light now shining and emanating from within you. And it's important to bring all of the components of our being into alignment, and our mind, our logical understanding, conceptual mind needs to be on board with that as well. So many of you might be experiencing that right now, of really getting this aha moments, the understanding of, wow, this is the new me. And this is what I need to do in order to cultivate those new decisions or these new identities. With the sun going into Taurus, it's also understanding your values, what it is that you value in life. And that's why it's important to have moments of slowing down, reflect. With Mercury being in retrograde, is reflecting, reevaluating, really going into that inner space of understanding with your mind logically what it is that you are moving towards, how to do it as well. That's where understanding comes into the picture, is, okay, how do I need to go about it? I made a decision according to a new identity, new value. Well, what is the course of action now that I need to take? Mercury going back into Aries is really understanding the course of action that needs to be taken, instead of a knee-jerk reaction, that many of you can feel right now. The impulsiveness of Aries, of just wanting to act right away because, oh, I got this download, or I got this idea, or I got this trigger and I'm going to speak and I'm going to say something or I'm going to act. With Mercury being in retrograde and going back to Aries is really understanding what is the best course of action. So slowing down is good. It's good. Sun going into Taurus is like okay, let the bull. Let's just, you look at cows. I've got cows here. I don't know if you can see them, but they're such great teachers, like just chill. Just chill and enjoy the beauty of life. That's what Taurus is all about as well. Enjoy the abundance that you have in your life. You don't need to make the changes so quickly, react too quickly, but enjoy your life, enjoy what's in front of you, and give yourself the time to discern and understand what is the best course of action. Maybe there's a conversation that you need to have with somebody. What's the best way to go about it, rather than just, I'm just going to say whatever I think. Mercury in retrograde, especially Mercury going back into Aries, is that the understanding of this new identity. It's not a coincidence that Mercury is going back into Aries. It's like, okay. Went into Taurus, then back into Aries, because we need to really deeply understand this new identity. Really deeply understand the course of action in your life right now, and what is that course of action that you need to take regarding your relationships, regarding your values, what it is that you value in your life, regarding your career path, regarding different projects that you want to invest time and energy and money in. So that's a big moment, Sun meeting Mercury. Mercury now is behind the Sun. It's almost like, the mind is kind of behind the persona, behind the ego, kind of looking at the whole thing from the back seat, reflecting on what's happening in your life, and getting a chance to have a deeper understanding, a better understanding. And sometimes an understanding can really come from a good conversation that you have with somebody. Like if there is a person in your life, if it is a relationship, let's say, or relationships, different relationships, it's through those conversations that we can have a better understanding, so we can know, okay, what is the course of action that we need to take right now individually, within the relationship, within the business, within the company, whatever it is. So that's really, really good. And now we had Pluto going retrograde on the 20th, the same day that Mercury went into Aries. That is a big and Pluto is going to be in retrograde for a few months. It is really powerful. It is really deep. Pluto is our soul. Pluto is death and transformation. Pluto is the truth. And we are looking at the truth. Saturn being in Sagittarius and squaring Chiron and squaring Venus. It's like the truth about our pain, the truth about our wounds, the truth about what I want, the truth about the relationships in my life, the truth about how much I love myself. Like all the truth is coming up to the surface. Pluto is bringing things from the underworld. Going retrograde is a very powerful time for us to become more powerful within ourselves. And the power comes from being honest. The power comes from being truthful, from facing the truth, from allowing the old to die and the new to resurrect and emerge. So it's a very powerful things for us to be in, and to reflect on the truth, to reflect on the truth of my soul, and to restructure my life if need be. Pluto being in Capricorn and going retrograde is a complete restructuring, if not even a complete destruction. What is it that needs to be completely just destroyed? And what is distracting you, actually? What is distracting you from that? And that's the truth. And to connect to your soul, not just your mind. Okay, we understand, that's awesome, but then dig into my soul. Is it aligning with my soul? Is it aligning with the depth of who I am? Not just my ego, not just my persona, not just my mind, but with the depth of my soul. And face the truth. If it's not, and what is the course of action that you need to take, right? So Pluto in retrograde, that it's a very powerful time, and a lot of powerful manifestations can come from that in the next few months. Really powerful things that you can build, but it has to align with the depth of who you are. It has to align with everything that is you. Mind, body, heart, and soul. All of the above. So yeah, know that it's an opportunity to build power within you. Pluto is your personal power, reflecting on how you give your power away, if you give your power away, why you're doing that, and how to bring that power back to you. So the next few months with Pluto in retrograde, that is the opportunity and all the things that you can build and manifest from that place. And then we're going to have the new moon in Taurus. Yes, it's a beautiful time. So that's on the 26th Pacific time, 5:16 a.m. And it's such a great time to celebrate all these new changes, all this new avenues that you're choosing to take, and this new life that is really opening up in front of you right now. Like I said, Taurus is about celebrating life and abundance, and it's spring, right? Like things are blossoming, things are blooming, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, and Taurus is nature. And the new moon in Taurus is really such a beautiful beginning of a beautiful cycle of spring, of that renewal, right? From everything that you've been sorting and going through, there's this renewal and the emergence of so much beauty and new beauty in your life. And beauty that is built on new sets of values and new sets of wants and desires, and a new set of identities and personalities that you have manifested for yourself. And I want to encourage you during this new moon to connect. Taurus is your body, is your physical reality. It's just to connect with the beauty of your body, to connect with your health, to connect with your well-being, to connect to nature, to maybe have that as a new value in your life, valuing your health, valuing your body, valuing Mother Nature, and how much time you actually spend in nature, spend with your body, instead of just spending time in your head and in your mind. And invest more of that energy in your health and in your well-being, so your life can accommodate the new decisions, the new directions, the new relationships, all this newness that is being emerged and built right now in your life. And yeah, that's all I got for you this week. If you are liking this video and other videos, then please subscribe to my channel and share. It helps so much to spread the love, to spread the message, to spread this information. If you are interested in your personal reading or more one-on-one work on a consistent basis, long-term basis, then please check out my website, noalakshmi.com, and contact me. I would love to hear from you. As always, sending you so much love and so much light. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I will see you next time. Have a beautiful weekend, beautiful week, and a beautiful new moon. Sat now.